NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Seattle Supersonics. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. Harper, there's the block. Here's Kemp. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from a three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he's able to get it back.
The assist, Scottie Pippen.
Here's Seattle. It's a three-point game. He drops it from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The ball's knocked loose. Payton with a steal. Rebounded by Pippen.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Out to the wing. Here's Harper. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
They grab their own miss. Johnson with a bucket.
He's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
And so it's Seattle with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Supersonics, what do you think, guys?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
They've got Johnson, and it's Shrimp in at the three, the small forward.
Now into the lineup for the Bulls, Tony Kukoc.
Here's Kerr. Here's Rodman. And he jams it home with authority.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
On the court for the Bulls.
2 points,
And it's Whittington in at the 5, down low.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Bulls ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Jordan. Pass to Rodman. And again, no good by Chicago. And they're on the break. Here's Perkins. Sinks it from distance. Perkins has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And so it's Seattle going in.
With the score, Seattle 20 to Chicago.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. Taking a look at the Supersonics. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in good spots, taking what the defense gives them, now forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Johnson, and it's Payton in at the 1. From deep, Jordan sinks the tray.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
And for the Bulls, and it's Jordan in at the 2. Up high, and down it goes on the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Ron Harper.
Counted from distance. Harper's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Hawkins, to the paint. Here's Johnson. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Substitution for your Supersonics. Frank Brakowski. Vincent Askew.
Poke loose. Pass to Hawkins. Oh, rejected by Jordan. Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball.
Substitution on the court.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Pippen. And the three-pointer goes.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
That's tipped. Here's Kerr. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And a basket there really helps to stop the bleeding.
With 2 seconds left. And the basket by
Scottie
Pippen. Pippen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Supersonics on top, up 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Kemp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Longley. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Timeout called, the Supersonics. It's all tied at 24. There's 42 seconds left in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Supersonics coach was going over with his guys. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. 6 to shoot. To the middle. In transition, here they come. Here's Hawkins. Tipped. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. It's all tied at 24. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
Here's Pippen. It's deflected. Oh, get it out of here. Stuffed it and grabs a rock. The one-man stop. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. So Seattle will get the first possession here, and so they'll have the first offensive opportunity here as we begin overtime. And it's Kukoc in at the 4-man position. From deep three-point land, and they'll get another chance. Here's McMillan. 6 on the shot clock. The 3-ball. Kemp, the pass to Johnson. Here's Wingate. Fires away from way outside. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A deep three. Can't get the three to fall.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Count it.
Michael Jordan.
BA, that's lit.
Supersonics.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Timeout called, the Supersonics. They're losing by 2. Only 2 seconds left in the first overtime period. All right, guys, what's your take?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And out of bounds, the Supersonics will take
Seattle
it.
ball.
Here's Schrempf. Oh, bangs home the
Chicago
three.
timeout called.
And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3, open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Your thoughts, guys?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in off the inbound pass.
So it's Seattle picking up the win.
Supersonics.
It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild.
Coming out to support
Everything